Rudiggz and the Rudiglets, Angry Poultry.
Hello, hello. I'm just getting set up here. Sorry about this. All the cool, funky music. Let's go here. Click on these things. Click on these things. And we're good to go. Okay. Rudiggz. Let's just see how this goes. Hey, Jeff. Thanks for coming by. I am playing along here. Now, unfortunately, the Rudiglets went MIA on me. So, I'm just going to be trying to figure this out on my own for a little bit, but we'll see how well that goes. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, and thanks for sending over your peoples. I do appreciate that, Jeff. It is super appreciated. Let's see, settings. So if I go to multiplayer, Microsoft account, multiplayer, boom, 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 keyboard and mouse. I don't think I'm on the right one. I'm using my Discord for voice. I can use it for voice. I'm not. Probably be better to chill with some people. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me?
Maybe.
It's the certified doctor.
Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm not real. Maybe this is all an illusion in your head.
If it is, it's a welcome illusion to have you, Doc.
Yeah, I'm glad other people wouldn't think the same.
What happened to last week's world?
I actually have no idea how any of this works, and I was hoping that my brothers and sisters would help me reset it up, but
Oh, is this Bedrock?
I have no idea. I clicked on.
This looks like Bedrock. This looks like Bedrock.
I have.
Xbox.
Yeah, this is both. Yeah, Bedrock's Xbox uses both Java and.
Oh, does it?
And they have a Windows one. I didn't know which one.
Press the escape button.
Yeah.
Where are the Rudiglets?
They abandoned me tonight.
Yeah,
After.
this is Bedrock. So the way this one works for servers is if people that have you added on Xbox, you can directly invite them to the game.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So do I have to go to Java to open the last one we were playing?
Yeah, the last one was a Java game.
Okay. Well.
And obviously, I don't know how. Like, I assume you use Eternos.com to host that server.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to obviously use that website again to host up the server if you want to do that again.
Okay. Let me try to do that then. I guess all that was for nothing. Oh, well. I have to figure out where Minecraft is on my computer. Minecraft launcher, that's probably going to help me.
At least that sounds like a good place to start.
Updating. Oh, this is what I get for non-cloud. And I have that site open, so I have the address. I tried to put it into the other one, and it said it didn't work. So I assume that's because it's Bedrock and Java. Okay, so Java Edition is the one I want to play, right?
Yes.
Jeez, there's so many. Dungeons, Legends, Windows. Whoa. Mr. Wilson, thanks for joining in. We're just chilling in the chat there if you're around. Oh my gosh.
He's
There we
playing
go.
Chivalry.
Oh, he's playing some Chivalry.
He's actually in this chat. He's just
He's mad at us.
Oh, you guys
I
were
wouldn't say he's mad at us.
drinking
We
too
didn't
much
play-
cow farts.
We didn't play prop hunt, so
That's just a little screen. Okay. Multiplayer. I'm on the phone with Georgia. Oh. So I have to do add server. Server address. Done. This server is offline.
Yeah, you have to actually go on that website and you have to.
I have to hit start.
Yeah, you have to start the server.
I
up.
died and I needed one more mushroom.
Java's a bit more complicated in this sense.
So my siblings are 15-year-old triplets.
That's why you need a team. You need your team.
Yeah, and they were all like, yeah, sure, we'll play with you tonight. And then come 9 o'clock, they're ghost. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, come on.
They're probably studying.
That's fine if they're studying, but don't
They're
tell
probably
me.
not. They're probably out drinking.
Trout drinking. Oh, damn, it is taking a long time to start up. I did not expect that.
Well, I mean, it is trying to host a server through the cloud, to be fair.
Yeah, but on Stadia, it was all, like, instant.
Well, that's because Minecraft's Java, and Java is fucking an optimized piece of.
Ooh, it did a little thing. Welcome to the server of Rudiggz.
Then you should be able to just join that up, and you should be good to go.
Awesome. Thank you for helping me. I know, Jeff, you got a team. Or it's Doc's team. I'm not sure. But it works well.
I don't have a team. I got a doc. And a Big Ol' Mac.
And a big
Oh,
Mac.
and I killed myself.
Hey, Jeff, just let me know when whenever you want to send me the highest power so I can stand over Big Ol' Mac with authority. Just let me know, alright?
I'll let you know. I'll be the first to know.
Of course, I'd hope so.
Uh-oh.
I guess maybe the next time he pisses me off.
Nice. Oh, N7. Wow, he really built a lot going on in here.
Oh, yes, you may want to eat. You're about to die.
Oh, yeah, damn. Oh my gosh, that music is super loud.
Yeah,
Options.
Minecraft music is unnecessarily loud.
There we go. It's
What if
so
the guy
like
that invented Minecraft still plays it?
No,
How do you
I
know?
don't think he does. No, he doesn't. He's
Just rolling around naked in his buckets of money?
buckets
that
of money
and
for
doing
sure.
other things. He
Not a
doesn't
$70
like
billion house.
he doesn't like, I believe, what Microsoft has done to the game. But to be
Well,
completely
nobody
honest with,
Well, who
well,
does?
no, lots of people do. The game has gotten 1,000 times better. There's a reason why it got repopular over the last 3 years.
Where's the piano coming from? It's in game, yeah. The Minecraft music is really intense. Why is there a cat and dog? Oh my gosh, these people did a lot of work in that short time. I have animals locked up in here.
I won't call them necessarily locked up.
Well, I don't know how to heal myself. I guess it's with food.
You need to actually get food. like actual food that isn't rotten flesh.
Oh, you mean eating rotten flesh is not good for
Eat the
you?
mutton. Eat the mutton. No,
And an
rotten
apple.
flesh is zombie flesh. And what it does is it has a chance to give you food poisoning, which then reduces your hunger. Well, it raises your hunger, right? Well, you get more hungry. There you go.
I'm only like 1 or 2 food poisonings away from. Why is it giving me health all of a sudden?
Oh, what?
I'm only
I-
1 or 2 food poisonings away from my ideal weight.
Okay, Rudy, by the way, in Java Edition, you can't just spam the weapon. You have to like click and then like. It's kind of hard to tell in first person, like third person, like you're in.
I didn't die.
Oh, I have to do what with the weapon?
It's hard to just keep fighting the way you are right now, just because this is really not a tough situation. Just don't.
It's
die.
not. Yeah, I'm not doing so well.
So if you swing, you see that little like spike thing that pops up below your crosshair?
Oh.
Like if you swing right now, you see like that little sword that pops up below the plus.
Below the plus. Yes, the bar.
So you see, yeah, so you see how like your weapon kind of lowers itself, right?
Yeah.
Kill this
Think
guy.
of it like a swing. So when you swing, you won't do full damage and full knockback again until it's all the way back up
I
again.
don't get past 300.
Okay,
On,
that makes
Because
sense.
it's kind of it prevents
one
you
new
from
follower.
just spamming the button away. You kind of have to like
Oh no.
swing back up, swing back up.
I get that mechanic. Oh my god. Yes,
Two new
David
followers.
Wilson. I
Two new
realized
followers.
I ate poison food.
User.
That wasn't the greatest move.
So you need to eat more mutton so you can regenerate. You only regenerate when your hunger is all the way back filled up.
I see you, Holtz. Okay. Oh, showing my.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've done more damage than good.
Oh, because it's still showing Chrome.
Oh, N7, I need you, buddy. And the triplets. Oh my gosh. This is what you get. Well, I may as well do some
Well, if you don't,
Minecrafting.
like my son says to me, if you don't learn how to do it, can't always have them.
Yes, but I had not learned that lesson yet, Jeff. I was still relying on them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I used to tell my kids when they're like, "Can you help me do this?" And I'm like, if you don't learn to do it, you'll never be able to do it." Now, when I get stuck in a game and I'm like, "Can you finish this?" They're like, "You'll never learn if you don't do it yourself." So now the little bastards throw it back in my face.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe dies after time. I forgot. Nope. Huh. Yes, cats, I get your life. Let's see. Did N7 leave me some tools? No, he didn't.
You should have.
How do you make tools? You need a stick, and you need
Either
cobblestone.
Depends on what kind of tool.
cobblestone, iron, gold, diamond, netherite, wood, etc.
Mm,
Oh, here's another tip, by the way. I don't know if you knew. Go to a crafting table.
ooh, I have some things here. Maybe copper?
No, you can't use copper.
Oh. How about iron?
You can use iron.
Didn't your brother find diamonds somewhere?
Yeah, he probably kept them on himself.
No, there's diamonds in that chest. There's 9 of them.
Oh, in what? What does that do?
Well, I wouldn't recommend you taking them just in case if you happen to die and you lose it. I don't think they'll be very happy that hey, what happened to all the diamonds? Oh, I used them all. Where are they? Oh wait, I died in the cave. Whoopsie.
That's true.
And
Now,
they simply reply with you what?
Yes, but doctor, they didn't come, so that's their own fault. So if he loses all their diamond because they weren't here to protect it, that's on them.
Is my workbench gone? Did they take that with him?
No, no, no. The workbenches are right next to the chests.
It should be
Oh,
inside
it's all
the
in
house.
here. And then I do this. And then I can build iron pickaxe. No, it's in red. What am I missing?
You need another stick.
Oh, I need another stick. Building blocks.
You know, Rudiggz, you see how you have all those like crafting recipes on the side?
No, where do I see crafting recipes?
No, like you know how you're able to click on the iron. You know how you're able to click on like the iron pickaxe and it shows you how to make it, right?
Oh yeah, 2
Yeah, that used
sticks,
to not
3
that
iron.
used to not exist.
Oh wow, that sucks. All right, I played a lot of Terraria, so it's very much like it. Just
Dude,
another
hey,
level.
Rudiggz, I'll tell you this right now. If you ever want to do like a Terraria stream and you want someone to play with you, I'll happily play.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, yes, most certainly. We can
If you
play
did a
for the whole
chivalry stream, I bet you Doc and Wilson will play with you.
time. We can play through the whole game of Terraria. It'd be a lot of fun.
Get all the way to the Moon Lord. I've beaten that game on like many different platforms.
Nice. Respect. They actually just came out with a new update recently. The Labor of Love update.
What? I thought they were done after the army.
They are never done. You should know this. They never finish the game.
So there's
always-
more after the army of one?
Well, no. So the Labor of Love, it's so. Wait, when was the last time you played the game?
When they on Stadia, I beat it again.
Okay, yeah. So that was the 1.4 update, which is their quote-unquote last update that came out in 2020. Then they just most recently came out with the Labor of Love update, which adds a bunch of quality of life features and new features.
Quality of life. Okay.
Yeah, like
But not new
example,
bosses.
No, not new bosses, but a bunch of new items and like quality of life features.
I'd play Minecraft, stream, I could.
Like, actually, one of the coolest things they did is that the maximum amount of items you can, like, for example, say if you pick up, like, the max stack limit is now at 10,000.
Tim McGolflin, I believe it is. Thanks for stopping by again. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Alright, so I've broken all of my tools. So, there's no new bosses. Sorry, Doc, I got distracted. But there's just new items.
New items, new features, like, as I said, so, like, items now stack up to 9,999, which is really nice. They made it so there's now called gear loadouts, where it's like, say if you want to like make a gear loadout for like a melee build, an archer build, and a magic build, but you don't want to carry all the equipment on you, you could assign them to loadouts where you can quick click into that loadout, which will change your entire hotbar and it'll change your entire gear loadout, like your armor and all your your accessories and stuff in a click. They also added a buff to the void bag.
Sorry, Tim. I'll just call you Tim then. The void bag, that was the one where I don't know if they had that on Stadia. It was kind of like that black hole that you just opened up and you could store a bunch of stuff on.
Yes, Stadia
And I don't
had
think
it.
they had the Army of One on Stadia.
I think yeah, it was on there.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, the boss health bars now show the health. It's like the number of health rather than just the bar of health now.
That looks so funny with the little armor suit on. The block armor. Ridiculous.
And it makes them loot.
Yeah, but I always enjoyed that game. I would build all the different end game. I think my favorite was the Spectre suit.
I would agree.
Just having all the summons do all the work for you. Oh my gosh, okay. I forgot Miguel went all the way down right at the beginning.
Have you made the Zenith?
Yes, I made the
yes,
Zenith.
good.
I made the cell phone.
Oh yeah, I love the cell phone.
Alright, that is a grind. grinding.
Oh, yes, it's all good fun and games until you get to the angler quest. Now that's where it all goes to shit.
Tim, Stadia was a great mess. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I especially was huge onto Stadia, and now it's dead, which is terrible. Yeah, huge Stadia player, founder, day one, played every day during COVID, and they killed it. Created a whole channel called Chat Stadia, and now there's nothing to chat about. So yeah, Stadia sucks. Google sucks, more or less. Stadia was pretty good. I own a Philips CDI. I feel like that's something Jeff would know. I don't know what a Philips CDI is.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one of the biggest changes this update, they basically overhauled the entire melee system.
What the
What?
Melee,
It
The
looks
every
swords?
melee weapon.
It was a
All the
game console
swords and
from the,
yo-yos and stuff like that. I guess they said that the melee class felt underwhelming because, I mean, say if you're going against like a boss that is very mobile, like a sword isn't gonna really do much.
I don't think we ever had the Philips CDI in Canada. That's awesome.
No? Oh my gosh, I knew you'd know what it is though. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's an old. It came out and it was co-developed by Philips and Sony. It was the predecessor, really, to the PlayStation 1. And
What?
that's what the CD stands for. Compact disc interactive.
So Philips made a game console?
Mhm.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Back in the 90s.
Oh wow. Did you ever beat you must have beaten that crazy butterfly thing that only appeared for like seconds during the day? Do you remember that, Doc?
Is that again?
The crazy butterfly lady that only appeared for seconds during the one part of the day in one area you had to build?
I do. I
Yeah.
can't remember their name though.
What's
That
this
that was a crazy boss. And you had to actually build the entire stage just to fight her.
now? What's now?
Oh, they buffed Gollum again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they made Duke Fisheron's boss fight better.
Oh yeah.
They revamped the entire Pumpkin Moon event, and that's pretty much it.
It also had exclusive Nintendo titles that never came out on any other Nintendo console? What?
It had Mario. Had something called Hotel Mario, if I remember correctly. It had Legend Zelda games. I don't remember which ones.
What? What is this console? Can you I know you don't like emulation, but
It looks like a VCR.
Doc, can you emulate this console? Oh my god, that sounds so cool.
I mean, to be completely
You don't
honest
emulate.
with you,
You emulate games. You don't emulate consoles.
Sorry, I'm not verse.
Technically, it's okay. It's all good. Just saying.
All right.
Didn't they have a Jeopardy game, Tim? I think there was a Jeopardy game. I'm going.
Hotel Mario and 2 Zelda games. What?
what the damn? This thing was expensive.
How much was this thing?
Around
I think there were- I think I-
$1,000.
Fact check me, Crow. I think there were 3 Zelda games.
Have you talked about this on Retro, Jeff?
Philips CDI.
Apparently adjusted to inflation, it'd be almost $2,000 today.
Oh my god,
CDI.
that's 2 PS5s.
Yep.
Oh, that's more than a 4090.
Oh yeah, you just got one, you would know.
Well, don't
Yeah.
forget. Remember, I showed you that in 40 years ago, the Commodore 64 was $895. I think Crow calculated to be what, 3,000 Canadian dollars now in today's money or something. Crow did the math. I don't remember what it was.
Oh wow. I have all of them.
I have
You can
all of
access
them.
the
Wow, he's a
internet on it.
collector. Oh, maybe
All of them.
you should
Zelda,
check out
Flounder
Jeff's
Gambler,
show. He does a retro
Zelda's
rewind.
Adventure, and Link the Faces of Evil was the third one. Sorry, I had to look it up.
Link the Faces of Evil. Oh, these
Yeah,
sound like
that's
awesome
why-
games.
So
Especially like
calling them three Zelda
PS1
games.
versions of them.
Do you have the Todd Rundgren music, the CD he put out for it? That would be cool.
I also have Micro Machine Racing, Battleship, and the movies The Patriot and Hunt for the Red October for the console.
Nice. Tim, you need to you need my Twitter name is the same as here. You need to DM me. We do a retro podcast. We'd love to get you on in November or December to show this off.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Tim, yeah, definitely hit up Jeff Janak. Oh no, the games were notoriously bad.
That's all right. We'll get you to
Oh
show
no. That's a little disappointing, but I mean they'd be
Tim,
cool
DM
to
me and
see.
we'll figure this out.
I'm just looking up these Zelda games, and it just looks comically bad.
Really? Like I would just assume it would have the basic game mechanics that make
No,
Zelda
it's
good.
nothing like it. It is nothing
Remember,
like it.
these are early '90s games. You gotta remember that these are early '90s games. So
It kind of looks like, what is it called? It's I've seen this. This is a popular meme. It's that shout. It's like lamp, oil, hopes, bombs. You want it? You can have it, my friend. Oh, if you have the rupees.
I've
That's a
never
meme right there. That is a whole meme right there.
I've never heard of this. Okay. But damn, I was kind of hoping for like a new Zelda experience that was pretty retro and cool.
What is it called here? It literally says,
Oh my
it was
god.
an action-adventure game developed by Action Animation Magic and developed by Philips Interactive for the CDI in '93. They released at the same... Oh yeah, the Faces of Evil and the Wand of Gamelon, wherever it is, they were released on the same day, developed simultaneously, and look and play similarly because they have the same graphics engine. Both are based on Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise, but are not considered official entries. And are
Oh
the
wow.
first two of 3 Zelda games released for the CDI. The third, Zelda's Adventure, features different developers and perspectives. In this game, it puts the player in control of Link, who's on the quest to defeat Ganon and rescue Princess Zelda. Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, changes the role of the player in control of Zelda, who sets out
What?
to save Link and
What?
King Harkan to defend her kingdom from Ganon.
No, that's like must be the first game you actually play as Zelda.
It says both travel to a new world, Kordai and Gamelon, respectively, to thwart Ganon's plans. At the time of release, the games received mixed to positive reviews. Years later, both games, alongside Zelda's Adventure and Mario game Hotel Mario, have been heavily panned by critics, with criticism towards the game's plot, full motion video cutscenes, voice acting, controls, and graphics.
What?
This has led to 3 games be considered not only the worst Zelda games in the Zelda franchise, but among the worst video games of all time.
Oh yeah, Tim
Despite
just confirmed it is the first Zelda game you play as Zelda.
Despite this, both games along Zelda's Adventure and Hotel Mario have garnered a large cult following over the years, with the animation cutscenes being used for internet memes.
Really? I have to
Yeah, that's
see
what I was
these
saying.
things.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I've never known these were games. I could have sworn they were like some shitty animation from years ago. But, I mean, hey, now I know. That's why this looks familiar. I'm like, oh, I've seen memes of this. Because it's comically bad.
Come on, what do you do in Mario Hotel? It's got to be something. I'm surprised they didn't bring this back in any form. Why can I not eat this? What am I doing wrong? There we go.
Like, trust me, this version of Link is like, oh, don't worry, princess.
I completely lost my home camp. Uh-oh.
This is scary.
The cutscenes?
I'm watching the cutscenes right now, and it's scaring me.
Ah.
I can see why this is probably one of the sole reasons why Nintendo doesn't outsource their stuff now.
Oh, wow. So I love Hotel Mario. Still have not beaten it to this day. It's insanely hard.
Here, let me look up Hotel Mario right now. Let me see if I can do it.
What? How is that? What kind of game is this? Full voice
Oh,
cutscenes.
what is this?
Wow, this is a bit of a gold mine here. I never ever heard of this system. But to like get somebody big like Nintendo to make games for you?
I see. Yeah, I guess Nintendo licensed. Okay, so this is the development. I guess in 1989, Nintendo and Sony agreed to develop a CD-ROM based add-on for the Super NES,
Okay.
which would be the Super NES CD-ROM, which makes sense. It's like the Nintendo PlayStation, because that was kind of where then Sony basically like said, yeah, you know what, we're gonna just do this on our own, which is then where the PlayStation was born.
Right.
But this would allow full motion video in larger games. However, Nintendo instead signed with Philips to make the add-on, and Sony redesigned their console as the PlayStation, which
So they
ultimately
learned.
which, it's funny there, because if they actually
Yeah.
kept with Nintendo, that was a really bad decision by Nintendo there.
Listening to-
That's interesting history. So they must have learned after doing those things with Nintendo and then made it afterwards.
Well, yeah, because I guess, Nintendo was, like, teaming up with Sony. Nintendo was like, yeah, never mind, we'll go with Philips. But I guess Sony's like, okay, cool, then we'll take that console they designed with Nintendo and make it our own, redesign it PlayStation 1. Which honestly didn't really turn out well for Nintendo, because probably at the time I believe the PlayStation was in very steep competition with the Nintendo.
Growing up on a one-off system, that's like growing up on Stadia. I mean, how much of a runtime could it possibly have had?
What console? The CDI?
CDI 89. Because
Let's
didn't they
see.
come out with the Super NES in 92? Jeff would know. He's the game historian.
Let's see. CDI
Is Rudiggz usually the only one playing Minecraft?
No, I had my brother and sister plan to come out here, but they abandoned me.
No, but in this party, like, is no one else playing? Surely, Doc, you couldn't you? Is Crow still here?
No,
Who's
Crow left.
kicking around? Ah,
Right now I'm in a rabbit hole called the CDI.
Yes.
Which is turning out to be very interesting. But continue with, so I guess, continuing off what I was talking about with so I guess after PlayStation, so Nintendo signed on with Philips. And then it says, by 1993, Nintendo had abandoned its plan for the add-on. As a part of a dissolving agreement, Nintendo licensed Philips to use some Nintendo characters on their CDI console, resulting in 3 Legend of Zelda games and a Hotel Mario game. Another Mario game, Super Mario's Wacky Worlds, was a canceled prototype stage. Nintendo had no parts in the game's development, instead created by inexperienced developers, which honestly, by looking at it, I mean, I can kind of...
Oh, wow, yeah.
Hotel Mario was developed by Fantasy Factor. Developers and testers intended to be older in age. In an interview with Black Moon Project, the background artist Trincy Vanola noted that one tester was well past retirement. Since the target audience of children would have been with faster reflexes, the game was designed to play well for testers, then sped up. Ooh, that's a weird way of doing things. Hotel Mario uses full motion video cutscenes to tell its story, which were produced by Animation Magic, a Russian-American animation studio that developed the animated Link to the Zelda games I was just talking for. Feeling an early version was mechanically and visually no fun, Vanola and the art director Jeff Zorn used elements from Disney and J.R.R. Tolkien to enhance visual style. Illustrations of the stages were, composed of several blocks, each with one detail. The first item Vanilla created for all hotels was the doors. Each building took a week to compete in the design with a specific theme. For instance, Bowser's Hotel used a Gothic design. For voice acting, Mark, don't know how to pronounce that guy's last name, produced voices for the Mario Brothers and Bowser's, while Princess Peach was voiced by Jocelyn Benford. Rao was hired by an agency, while Benford was recommended by the employees, blah, blah, blah.
It was around February in 1990 through 1996 when it was abandoned due to the war breaking out between Nintendo and Sony. The system, like I said, also had the first DVDs with Patriot games like Hunt for Red October. Like I said, it was a fun experience. Wow, it lasted longer than Stadia. That's 6 years.
Oh, Stadia.
I mean, based on it, it seems like, I mean, it was a cool concept. But the thing is, that obviously it does make sense like that. Like the rise with Nintendo and PlayStation being like the prime competition between the two right there.
Yeah.
It was definitely probably like that's because if you haven't noticed around that time, that's when you start to notice the gaming market starts to begin to dissolve to where we are now, where there's only really three major console makers. Back then, there was a ton of different consoles. Like, I never heard of this fucking thing until now. But obviously, like, almost all of them got, like, evaporated and destroyed by, not being able to keep up with Nintendo, Sony, and eventually Microsoft in the early 2000s.
Wow.
And honestly, it's like that's why it's hard to probably release a new console these days. Is that you're trying to compete with the big dogs, and these are the big dogs that have survived for a long time because, I mean, they literally destroyed all the competition back then.
So 96, that would have been the release of Nintendo 64.
Oh my God! Look at these reviews. Dan Cowan of 1UP wrote, Mario sounds more like someone's ex-smoker grandpa trying to imitate a mafia hitman.
What? Oh my gosh, can you play a clip? I want to hear this.
Oh my God, that's fucking iconic. I need to look this shit up right now.
Is it English?
Yeah, well, I'd assume it's English. I mean, you should see these fucking, like, Legend of Zelda ones. They're just comically bad in it. It's funny bad. Hotel Mario cutscenes. Let me see.
Yeah, Wilson, it's just me in my Minecraft world. Well, I'm learning how to play it a little bit, but,
Oh my God, the first thing in the first cutscene, Luigi says, I hope you make a lot of spaghetti to Mario. What the fuck?
What?
Racism.
Oh my God. IGN in 2008 named Hotel Mario one of the worst Mario games of all time. In 2017, Games Radar ranked Hotel Mario 48th on their top 50 worst games of all time. I want to see this list. So what's up here? Is the Zelda games up there? It's gotta be.
Oh, so all these games are in English then. So it was made for an English audience. I just didn't know about this thing.
I'm trying to look. I want to see if any of these.
I'm surprised only one Mario game came out for it in 6 years.
I'm looking at this Games Radar top 50 games of worst of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 at 43, of course. That game is horrible.
He's a good lad.
Okay, come on.
Let me know when Jeff adds me on Discord.
Has Jeff not got you on Discord? Are you not? Oh yeah, you're in the server, aren't you?
No, this is Tim. Yeah. Jeff should be adding you, I guess. I'm sure if you're contacting him, he may be away from the mic right now. I don't know where he went to. but usually he's pretty good at that.
Oh yeah, look at Link's Faces of Evil is number 9 on this list. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, happy to have you come chat on here. Link's Thing of Evil?
Yeah, it's at number 9 on Games Radar's list for worst games ever fucking made. Here's what they say
What?
about it. It says every game family has an odd black sheep, but the Philips CD string of Zelda games is more akin to a hideous race of mutant offspring that deserve to be locked away in Nintendo's attic.
Really?
While not the worst in the CDI series, Link's Faces of Evil was the first Nintendo licensed Zelda's games for the Philips console, thus making it responsible for equally misguided CDI sequels, the Zelda's Adventure and the Wand of Gamelon's sequels. What makes Link the Faces of Evil so and its kin so dreadful? Its merciless beating of the Zelda brand, for one. Many developers of Animation Magic started from scratch with the original IP, the game may have simply faded to obscurity without leaving such a large skid mark on our childhoods. Instead of
Wow.
the Faces of Evil transformed into a beloved Hyrulean universe, into a cheesy Saturday morning cartoon. Which, yes, I mean, I'm watching the animations. It's a cartoon. This
It was a while before they let another licensed game for Zelda happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they. I can't think of
Who's
one.
this then?
Oh, N7 is here.
N7. Yeah, they did make one on the Nintendo Switch. Remember, it was like a dancing one or a beat one, the Necromancer, something like that.
I can't recall. Also, I gotta say, I bet you E.T.'s number 1. Oh, it's number 2. Then what's number 1?
Ooh, what is number 1?
Big Rigs Over the Road Racing.
We're just chilling N7. I was supposed to have my brother and sister join me, but they both abandoned me. So,
Okay. I'll join you. Give you company.
well, that's mighty kind of you. You don't have to, but yeah, I'm just Minecrafting along here. We're talking to Tim here about
Hotel Mario.
some old consoles. Have you heard of the what was it? The Philips CD1? Oh, CDI.
Look at this. One Up describes Hotel Mario as outright terrifying. IGN called it abysmal, resembling a bad flip book of images printed out in
Abysmal.
Microsoft Paint. Yes, abysmal. Thank you.
Yeah.
The joystick report described it as amateurish, a garishly colorful, shaky, randomly zooming animation.
Yeah, it had 2 Zelda games, 3 Zelda games, and a Mario game. Licensed out by Nintendo.
I could definitely see why it this is why Nintendo probably doesn't do this stuff. I bet you if you ask Nintendo what about this game, they'll probably play it off like, oh, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, that never happened.
I mean, this is a bad memory.
They probably bought all the consoles and destroyed them.
They probably buried them with ET.
They're like, oh yeah, drop them
There
on
you go, Tim.
Fukushima.
There's a link for the Discord. I think Jeff may be AFK at the moment.
Oh, thank you, Wilson. There you go, Tim. Hop in. We're just chilling out. So, how's Georgia? I hope she's well.
She's polatic, mate. Absolutely polatic. She's been on a night of drinking and
Oh.
oh yes, yeah. She's had a fun one, but it's been a big one. Silly lady though. She went with a friend. They thought it would be a good idea to go to this this arcade bar that they've got near where she lives.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool thing, right? They do like cocktails and
my
it's like
God.
retro games and it's a really, really cool thing, right? But she went there with a pal and both of them are just like neither of them are gamers, bro. Neither of them at all. So they got there and they didn't have a clue what they were doing. They spent 10 minutes drunkenly on a pinball machine before they realized that they needed to like that the buttons to play pinball were on the
Oh,
side of
wow.
the machine. They were making the ball go, and then they were just looking at it and being like, "Where's the buttons? Where's the like on-screen buttons to do it?" they eventually found like the little knobs on the side of the pinball machine after like 10-15 minutes of losing over and over and over again. Oh man, she
Wow.
sent me a couple of videos of herself on like Mario Kart machines and things like that. Just no clue what to do. It was a waste for them. It really was.
Oh.
But
Hey,
the yeah.
continue. No, continue. You can continue. I was gonna
I
say
was
that.
just gonna say these somewhat had fun. They had a lot more fun when they left there and just went for actual drinks though.
Yeah.
I just gotta say Mario does sound like a chronic smoker.
Oh, I need to hear this.
Oh
It's
my
very interesting that I am not the only N7 person here now. Thank you for the
Oh.
invite.
What?
There's 2 N7s. Is this Tim?
This is.
Ah.
But what's
Hey, Tim.
interesting is
What?
you are an N7 that is probably not related to the reason that I'm N7.
Oh.
You can look at my Discord bio and that will answer everything. But yeah, that's a different N7. But, fun fact,
different N7.
first sponsor was BioWare, so that's fun.
Nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Hence why we have the N7.
Owner
that's-
and founder of N7 Esports. Bloody hell, well, it's nice to have you here, matey.
Correct. Appreciate you. So, yes, I am actually, the Philips CDI is sitting in front of me, but I've got 32 consoles. So I've got consoles up the yin yang. I grew up on all different kinds of things. From the Philips CDI to, even the Video Boy. So,
Video Boy. Oh my gosh, I never
My
heard
God,
of that
where's
either.
Jeff when we need him? You want to
I
start
know.
talking retro? Goodness gracious.
well, if you want to go really retro, I actually also own something that most people hated because of how small and easy it was to get lost, but how expensive it was, which was the Game Boy Micro. But it's definitely one of my favorite advanced consoles.
Really?
Micro.
How small was the Game Boy Micro? Is it like a Tamagotchi style thing? Or?
Pretty much the same size. It's about 2.5 inch, no, maybe 3 inches wide.
Like I think of like a DS that's cut in half, just the bottom screen and
Then cut that in
smaller.
half again.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Wait,
the
actually, here's a good one. Have you ever seen David? Do you know what a Game & Watch is?
yeah,
A
except it's
Garmin
smaller
watch.
than that. It's
Yeah.
smaller than that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's more condensed than that. Yeah. 'Cause
Why
the
make
cool thing
that?
apart about it is you could change the faceplate on it.
Hey, Rudiggz. Back then was a very ambitious time.
That was
Well,
2005.
that's
The
exactly
Micro
it.
came out in 05.
Did it
That's
have
still an
dedicated
ambitious time.
games?
What? Yeah, I played Game Boy Advance games. I played Pokemon Ruby on mine.
Oh, so it had other games that it could play
Oh,
from
yeah,
other
Zone
console.
Yeah, it's what
based.
you could play any Game Boy Advance game. It had a Game Boy Advance slot. You just plugged it in, just like you would any other Game Boy cartridge to a regular Game Boy Advance, except it was just micro. The console itself was micro. But
Oh
you
my
could-
gosh.
It was a handheld like a Game Boy. It was a Game Boy Advance. It was like a Game Boy Advance SP, but it couldn't play original Game Boy games. It could only play Game Boy Advance games. But it can play any Game Boy Advance game or the video cartridges. If you ever want to watch those, SpongeBob movie videos or whatever, the Cartoon Network ones, you could watch those on it too.
Oh wow. It's a clever
But,
little piece of tech then.
Yeah, it was. The problem is it just costed an arm and a leg and 7 different things. So retro gaming, I'm gonna post a picture in retro gaming. You guys can take a look at some of my pictures. Let me see if I can get a picture of my console for you. Now this is the wide one. Again, it's the 220 model for the Philips CDI, but oh yeah, here's you can here's the micro too. So you can actually see the size of the micro. I have pictures of my micro too. I'll put that in the picture too. So I'll put the picture of the micro first, and then I'll let you see
Hey, Rudiggz, let's go ahead and sleep real quick.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to sleep.
You just right-click the bed.
There's my micro.
Oh. I'm
I
sorry,
posted
Doc.
that in
Don't do
retro
anything.
gaming.
Oh
You'll pop us out
wow.
of bed. Boop. Done. And it's morning.
Look Look
And-
at that.
Like when I said it's small, it's really small. Like the cartridge takes up 1/3 of maybe 1/2 of the entire console.
It's like half the size of a modern day phone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's tiny.
And it's an official Nintendo console. It was an official Nintendo Game Boy. And a lot of people
Oh
just
my
don't know about it.
Well, I mean, they've had a lot over the years, haven't they? Little consoles and devices that, unless you're really into the sphere, that a lot of people aren't aware. I'm sure this would be something that Jeff's probably heard of and scavenged for, or maybe even Ray, because Ray's a very much a retro collector.
Yeah. Well, he knew what the CDI was right away.
Hmm.
He said he had heard of it. He had never played it though.
Yeah, he didn't think they were in Canada. That was it.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm. I know people in Canada that have it. I have a lot of friends in Canada.
Oh, it's a small
I-
place.
I know Canada very, very well. Even though I'm down in the States right now, I spend half of my year in Canada still.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Canada.
Yep. So I spend my time in Mississauga.
Oh,
You know
no
that?
way. Yeah, Mississauga, actually, the University of Mississauga is why I quit my job as an architect. You wouldn't know it
Wow,
by my
really?
Minecraft skills, but yeah, I was in a project where we tore down an apple orchard to put up a parking lot at the University of Mississauga, and like it just didn't sit well with me, and I ended up quitting my job and going independent and doing my own thing.
So the Philips CDI is underneath my Xbox 360 in that picture. So you see two Xboxes, you can see the Wii U, the two Wiis, the first generation Wii and second generation Wii. And underneath the Xbox 360 and above that is the Sega Genesis. But if you go below that, above the Wii remote and all the remote shelf, that gray giant steel rectangle
Oh
is
yeah.
the CDI.
Really?
Crazy.
Has a little bit of
consoles.
tape on it, but that is my CDI. And then if you look in the far corner, next to it is the controllers for it.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, the same color. That looks like one of those really old DVD players.
Well, it was a DVD player. That's the thing. It had DVDs for it. It was It was the first ever DVD player, and that's what they brought in. They brought in Nintendo, and they brought in Sony. They originally brought in Sony for the DVD aspect, and they brought in Nintendo for the gaming aspect. So they brought in Nintendo so that the games could, play on it, and then they brought in Sony as a DVD thing. So they were marketing it as a DVD gaming console, trying to get the best of both worlds, while also
Right.
like saying, hey, we got the best gaming maker in the planet right now, because obviously the NES is doing so well, so why don't we get the creators of the NES? Because again, the SNES hadn't come out yet. This is still 89 when it came out. I got the 220 model, which is technically from 1989, but it really didn't pick up sales till February
Who's
of
this?
90.
Hey, hello.
Hello. So,
Hello? Oh, you're right, Death.
Hello.
How are you doing, mate?
It's a party in
We're
here
doing a
today,
Minecraft stream.
and
A
we're
Minecraft
talking
stream.
I love
retro.
Oh,
It's in the promotions tab, isn't it, Rue? The last thing
Yeah.
posted in the self-promotion tab. Yep.
Yeah.
Wanna
Oh,
go
you're
click in
building
there?
a
You can
wall?
follow us along.
Yeah, I noticed zombies were coming in and attacking us, and then I thought, what's better than a wall?
Where should I put my Minecraft pictures? Because
so
I'm a
everyone's
creator.
playing this right now, or is it just?
Oh, I've been
uh,
playing Minecraft for 11 years, so like I love.
Oh, okay,
Minecraft.
that's cool.
I mean, like, how many
listen,
players
do-
are in here?
I
The
do
only
build.
person who's actually playing is Rue today.
N7's in here.
Oh wait, N7's in here now.
Yeah, he came and joined me.
Okay.
Wait, which N7?
Sorry, N7
was gonna say,
Spectres.
Or just
I'm
get
the
Spectres.
original N7.
Well,
Yeah, I
To
was gonna say,
us-
is this N7's alt?
to
I
us,
own. I
we
own
know
N7
this N7.
Esports, the copyright for N7 Esports, and the the trademarks and everything. I've been the owner of the org for 9 years.
It's hard to argue with that one, I guess.
What you're trying to say is you're a big shot.
No.
Nah.
What I'm trying to say is I invested so much into that name. So, like, everyone refers to me either as N7 or Dex or Tim. But most people call me Dex. They don't know me as Tim because that's my real name. And most people don't know me by my real name. Most people know me by my gamer tag.
You just all do because you came in with your
Yeah,
first
this is
YouTube.
my this is what I do for like fun. This isn't my work, so I can just
Yeah.
roll here.
Yeah, sorry
But-
about butchering your name. I honestly don't mean
Dude, don't
to.
worry about it. Most people do. McLaughlin. It's MC.
McLaughlin.
Yeah, Gloff, like Gloff, GLOFF,
Mc-
LIN.
Wait,
That's
say
how
that
you
again?
pronounce it. McLaughlin.
Is that
McLaughlin.
like Irish or something?
It is Irish in nature, but I am French Canadian, so I
Oh,
also
wow.
I have roots from French and then in Ireland, and then it dates back to Calais, France too. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Wow.
but I'm in the Americas, and I'm a dual citizen between Canada and the U.S. So
Yeah.
I do both. Yeah.
So
But still,
N7
repping
Spectres,
Canada.
what are you up to now?
I am going to be expanding here, going to make this grass into more stone looking, more pleasing.
Yeah.
So I got a question for everyone here,
e-
if they would love to answer this. So I had a discussion, which
Oh.
again resulted in
get
a bloody
dangerous.
massacre.
That can get-
Yeah, that it did end up dangerous. It ended up as a bloody massacre because it was like totally unbiased or biased like thing. Because I know I played the game. Because we had it was between two games, right? And the content they had. So it was okay. So I'll ask you guys on paper. All right, what sounds better, a $100 DLC or $100 cosmetic that gives you certain advantages in the game?
DLC sounds better.
DLC, more content.
Yeah. Okay. So, but keep in mind that the others, that the cosmetics, the game there, when they release DLCs, they release them with lots of content and they release them for free. And plus, the cosmetics don't give that much of advantage. If anything, it's like a 0.1% advantage on the scale, and it doesn't apply. It only applies to you, like just a tiny boost.
Well,
Like
what are you
Honestly-
doing?
What are you
honestly,
talking about?
I would
Yeah,
give
what are
it
you
less
driving
of
at,
one.
bro?
I'm saying for like players on the end where they can't like afford to like play games with DLC paywalls, what would sound better? What would be better?
Honestly, I hate DLC because I came from the days of when I bought a game, I got it all.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I played the original I played the original StarCraft, and like people are like, "Oh, that would have been great with DLC." I'm like, "No, because we got everything when we paid for it." Like, the issue is now with inflation, they can use that as an excuse to say, "Well, we need more for the devs." I'm like, so what we're really doing now is we're saying now we're buying incomplete games at the price of
Yeah.
completion and then paying for them to complete it because they got lazy and stopped completing it.
Tell you what, I'm gonna tell you guys the two games
That's how
that we
I
were
feel
having a
about
discussion about. It was
DLCs.
between a Destiny expansion, Destiny 2, and a Warframe cosmetic.
Destiny, I have so many problems with, and so do I have Warframe, but
Yeah, both had their both cons and bads, right? But I was telling him that in terms of a free player base, like a player base that does not want to spend a dime, it's better to be on Warframe than to be on Destiny, because on Destiny, you're gonna have to pay $100 per year or per like 2 years for that content.
that's correct.
And when in
Thing is,
Warframe, the,
if you really want to
yeah,
get into it, it's as what N7 said. I mean, it's just the industry at this point has gotten greedy.
yes,
It's downright greedy in every aspect, bro. Whether it's a premium bloody cosmetic that you used to be able to earn 20 years ago by playing the game on master difficulty or whatever, or whether it's some DLC content which used to be the second game.
The
they've just
second
got
game,
greedy
or it
with
was part of the completion of the game.
Mm,
So
well,
and
like,
yeah, you would unlock like a prologue or an epilogue or
so
something. Yeah.
why
and
I'm saying
and
like we're
yeah,
buying the betas
Mm-hmm.
at the price of a completed game, and then
Yep.
we're paying them to actually complete it, and they're still not doing it.
Yeah. I've said that 1,000 times, man. We're buying games on release now, and on release, games are all betas. It's ridiculous. Every game on release is basically an open beta, just having thousands of people attest it to patch it all up, and then they start adding stuff. But things are so broken on release, and they're not even finished.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Its full game was released at 1.5.
I'll be back, fellas. I've got me girlfriend calling us again.
You're
yeah.
good.
And
Oh,
the other thing with the Warframe stuff is the cosmetics, or at least the frame, right? The Prime Warframe, you can earn that legitimately. It just takes a lot longer.
Yeah, and that's putting it lightly.
Yeah, like you can, and plus, if you don't like the armor, and if you have some like, let's say you have like a spare like $8, you can buy an armor set for like $8 because Warframe's community just really likes customizing armor, so they add cosmetics, and developers see that and they add like, hey, that's pretty good. Let's add that to our game. So I would say, in my opinion, Warframe would be better, but because a lot of people care about what's on the paper and not in which they would skim through it. Warframe's technically better in this point.
Yeah, and the other issue is well, there's a lot of issues, but I think the biggest issue in general is so many people have an expectation of, well, this is the new norm, so like that's why we're letting devs get away with it. And the problem is we have no way of. The sad part is there's no way to actually go back because the new generation has then, and they kind of outnumber us in gaming, have made it normalized, and
Yep.
the game that made it normalized was Fortnite.
yeah, that's a big one. And with
Howdy,
so many
ladies,
people
I'm
playing
back.
it.
Welcome.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
short call. Hopefully she's
Short
getting on
call.
all right.
She's about to pass out, bro. So she was just being like, "I love you. Oh, I've had a great night. I really miss you." You know what
Are
I
you
mean?
guys?
Yeah.
So is it fellow half? I'm going to say as a half Canadian. Rugs, are you a hockey fan? Sorry to change the but I just have to ask.
I don't watch all too much hockey, but
I understand you're probably
Yeah.
a Leafs fan. We don't want pain.
yeah, exactly. I am from Toronto, so I do.
Oh, same here.
Oh, no way. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Did you
So-
hear that they
Born and
were
raised.
having? Did you hear they were doing that thing in for Popeyes where they were selling for like 300 chicken nuggets and young?
No, I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that? You know that shit cost like $205.
So
Oh my gosh.
So for the context for all my other people here, Popeyes released a thing where you can get here. This is what a newsletter, I think. Popeyes has a new 300 chicken nugget meal, and it's available until Friday at each of these major Canadian cities. And
Oh
which
my
one of them is
God.
in Toronto, at Alberta, BC, and Winnipeg, Manitoba.
That's a lot of
you know
chicken.
what's funny is they had one. They actually have that in Boston and New York as well.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, the problem, and that's when they first did it. The problem is it sold way too well, but it was like $150 for the
Oh
thing.
my god.
Oh, that's why. So
That's a
that's why it's
lot
like
of
so
chicken.
expensive over here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dollar
Yeah.
is not doing the greatest.
I mean, $150 is way too much for fake chicken.
Well, no, well, they sell it over here for like 200.
Well, that's pretty much
Yeah.
equivalent.
The
Yeah,
dollar.
that's pretty much okay. Yeah.
That is pretty equivalent to 150. Because like when I drove up there this summer, I bought a bunch of cash, and for every $50, I got $70 back in Canadian. So, like it converted 50 US is like 70 Canadian. So that converts pretty well.
Just right click the door, Rudiggz, and you can get out.
Oh,
So it's probably like $210 in Canada, maybe, give or take.
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
You're making doors?
But back to my other
And you
discussion.
right click it.
Sorry to
again,
go back
and it
here.
closes.
But then my other friend, who we were talking about it, started like assuming that you can finish in-game content in either a day or a week.
Please explain.
On Destiny,
So-
maybe.
Of course, on Destiny, because according to him, Curse of Osiris, the Warmind, I believe Forsaken. Apparently, you could have finished all that content within a day. Okay.
Which queen you could finish in a day. So it's not crazy to say.
Oh, we're not. I'm not talking about like the campaign, but I'm talking about all of the content. Hold on, I just unplugged my buds. Fuck me. But yeah, I was saying, in terms of, yeah, you cannot complete something in a day, and I was telling him you can complete it in a day, and then he was like, oh yeah, but you can complete Warframe content in a day. I'm like, what? No, you can't.
No, whoever said that is higher
And he's
than
he's
it.
ridiculously dumb, and it infuriates me. And no, and you know what?
Sounds like
I don't. You know what? You know what? No. It gets better. No. It gets better. It gets better. He says he's not biased in Destiny, and if you look in his hours, he has more hours in Destiny in terms of Warframe. 3,000 hours, and you tell me he's unbiased between his opinion on Destiny? Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, I have more
No,
than
I
him
don't think it's my
on
job to.
Destiny.
Sorry.
More
But,
than
like,
him on Destiny on Stadia alone.
Yeah, like
I don't want to talk about how many hours I have in Rocket League.
it is ridiculously dumb how he says he's unbiased and he cares about Warframe. But when he says he quote unquote cares, he'll say, oh yeah, that game is so bad. It's third person. The only thing good about it is the customization. Oh yeah. And I'm like, what? Really? Really? You know, this is why I don't play games with you anymore.
Honestly, the game I play the most is like I said, Rocket League. I've got 7,400 hours in that game.
Oh man, Ryzak he's a friend of the channel. He loves Rocket League. He got us all to play. We had a community night where we all played Rocket League.
Oh well,
It was a lot of fun.
next time let me know.
Terrible.
I played Rocket League. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I did play Rocket League. I actually had it in my library, but the issue was that I had a friend at the time, which we're no longer friends, but
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
oh please, I know. I'm glad we're not friends.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And his thing is he would get as a new player, you would guide me, right? In
Absolutely,
Rocket League,
you
right?
have to. You can't.
Of course.
The problem is
So
there's a lot of people that are really toxic in it because they just like, I don't know.
yeah, they don't have the same experience as like person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're
I see what you
immature as shit.
So, and it's funny because I'm not mad about it. It's just funny. So I would drop into a Rocket League match, right, with other players, and then he would start shouting at me like, "Dude, why ain't you hit the goal? Oh my God, this is why you're so bad."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's a reason I've pretty
Oh,
much stopped
I
playing.
can't get out.
Oh, hang
Yeah.
on.
So I was
Oh,
like, yeah, I'm
okay,
not
wait,
playing this.
Give me a second.
Sounds like Doc when he plays Siege with us all.
Oh, you guys play Siege too?
From time to time, we did a lot more when Stadia was still thriving.
You
yeah.
may
me a
you may have
minute. I'm
actually
gonna be
seen
right back.
my org play then if you play Siege, because
Sorry?
you may have seen my team play. So my org, because
Oh, yeah.
we play competitive Siege and Rocket League and iRacing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, those are some games to get very competitive in, my friend. So hats off
Yes.
to you. Are you one of the active members? I know you said you're the founder of the group, but does that mean
I'm
that
the
you
owner,
play in
so
it?
no. The only thing that I am known for is I'm the highest rated Rocket League player in the world on a steering wheel.
Really?
Ooh, on a
Yes.
steering
On a
wheel.
steering wheel, I love that, bro. That is
Oh
pretty
man.
cool.
Oh, where's Ryzak at? You gotta be talking to him
I
too. He
know,
would
man.
love
I
that.
know.
He would love
Well,
that.
just so you know, though, N7, when we do the Rocket League games, it's in this Discord that we all group up together and hang out. So now you're in here, just keep an eye out for when we're in groups and pop in and
I
see
will
what we play.
try. I'm in 200
Yeah,
servers.
200
so-
servers. I'll
So
try to hit
it's-
you up with a message though if I see
that would
Rocket League.
probably be best. And it's no offense to you guys. It's just I'm in
Oh,
so
of course,
many.
buddy.
I have no notifications turned on because I
Oh
just I do enjoy my sanity.
yeah. Oh, I get it.
You're right.
my,
Hello? Oh, nope. Yeah, nope.
Salut.
I can hear you, folks. Hold on.
Salut. Au revoir.
It's funny.
See, by the way, Canadian, so I'm not going to assume, but I'm pretty sure you speak French, right?
No, I don't. I'm Anglo.
His co-host does, though, if that's
Yeah,
correct.
my co-host is grew up,
Parlez-vous
born and
français
raised.
toutefois?
Parce que
Oui.
parler français.
Français aussi, toutefois, ça va?
Parce que bon.
C'est bon, on rit. Yeah, so
Poutine.
Bonjour, says the Englishman.
I had to learn it because my job. So I'm in my mid-late 30s, just so you guys have reference to my age. Before I did esports, I worked in hockey. So
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
My like I was saying, my co-host is huge French Canadian. You can hear it in his voice.
Is he from Montreal?
Born and raised in Quebec, like outside of the
Quebec?
city.
Quebec City or Montreal?
No. I can't remember what little city, or I know he's from a small town outside of Montreal.
You call him your best friend, Ruta. I'm gonna have to tell him to go watch this back.
You know, I'm just gonna have to wear my headphones actually.
I danced
least
with his
until I find a way
family
to
at
fix
his
this.
wedding. All right, we had good times.
Whoa, maybe a little bit too much information. No, just kidding.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Or I can hear you.
Now I
guys.
can.
Can you
we
hear
got
me?
you back, bro.
Okay.
We got you.
Yeah, I use I'd normally be using earbuds right now, but I'm using my headphones because I don't use it anymore because of my ears. Get wax all the time, and the area thing gets a little nasty. So I don't know what's going on with the earbuds now. Unless I put them in the bugger, I put them in the mics thing instead of the headphone thing.
Bugger, that's a new one I haven't heard in a long
Bugger.
time.
I was like wondering, why isn't this working? Okay, give me one more second. I'm gonna do one more try.
Do your
One
thing, man.
1,000. Your second's up.
So,
I told you I'm 30s. I have dad jokes.
So you're a Canadians fan then? If you're into Canadian hockey?
Can I swear on your channel?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Fuck the Habs sideways.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's only the Canucks left.
No.
Nobody
I
likes the
fucking
Canucks.
love the Leafs, as painful as it
Oh, wow.
Go Leafs.
I'm a Leafs fan. I used to work for the Bruins, so I'm a Bruins fan, and I love the St. Louis Blues too, because a friend of mine plays for them.
Oh, that's cool. I went to school with Wayne Simmons here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Bringing out the big guns, I see.
Well, not really that big, but yeah, he grew up in my neighborhood here. Well, I don't live there anymore, but
That dude is Talk about nasty. He is.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
on fire right
disgustingly
now.
good at what he does. Yeah, it's scary on how good he is.
Yeah, he just got a documentary coming out too.
Mm-hmm.
It worked. It
It-
worked. Yeah.
It was funny because we went to school with him, and then he came back into the area in an orange Lamborghini, and we're all like, "Whoa!" as like teenagers.
Yeah, he got what we call in the business stupid money.
Yeah. Man, dedicated.
Stupid money.
Dedicated every day.
That dude played more hockey than I did, and it scares me.
Oh, you know what? I'm dumb.
I mean, you're the one to say it.
But I don't understand anymore. And I'm kind of sad that they're gone. But remember DVD things on the PCs?
What?
Well,
DVDs?
Like when you would put like a DVD on
Oh,
a
you mean
on a
a
PC.
disc? You're talking about
Yes.
a digital disc drive.
Yes, digital disc drive.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? But now I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, I have one on my laptop.
Oh, you do? Oh man, I'm telling you, they were amazing back in the day. I remember it because it was on my PC, and it was amazing because I could just take a CD, put it in, and watch a movie. But now I have to play some. I have to like go on Soap Today or whatever, like free movie streaming thing, and watch it when I could be watching it on a CD.
That's why I was
Oh,
saying,
wow.
like, I love the old media. I feel like I'm becoming what, like, when they say you're like, oh, you're not gonna. Remember when we're kids, we're like, we're not gonna be our dad. Now we're like, this new media is trash.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, crap, I'm that person now. Great.
Anytime I have a neighbor who's like, well, how old is she now? She's like 7 or 8, and I'm gonna be like the same thing to her. Like, oh my god, back in my day, I used to go out. I used to go outside.
Yeah, that I genuinely feel like that person, and I'm kind of sick of myself for it.
Just embrace it, bro. Just embrace it. It's coming.
It came.
Yeah, exactly. Just take it. Take
I
it.
don't look my age, but I definitely feel it.
And something I found out today, and it's kind of alarming to me. Apparently,
I
kids.
say that you like turtles.
I'm kind of speechless on that one question. I don't know how to respond to that.
You said, "Well, what's alarming to you?" And I'm like, "Do you like turtles? Is that the wrong?" I don't know. It's an internet meme, but it's an old one.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I remember it.
No, I like turtles, but that's not.
I like turtles. I was just trying to make someone say it,
Yeah.
and I feel proud of myself. All right. All right.
Oh, but back to us. I am so
Trains,
shocked.
How do you feel about trains?
What?
I like trains.
There we go.
Oh my god, yeah, trains are amazing.
Things went wrong. N7.
This was a good stream to click on.
So back to what I was saying.
Oh,
You
yeah.
enjoyed yourself.
One thing that I find alarming is this like generation's education, because
Oh,
I don't know if
I
you
think
guys
that
realize this.
Do you mind if I say
here
this?
it goes.
This generation and last generation's education.
Oh,
You know what? In when I was a kid, we learned absolutely like nothing in preschool. Like and when in like middle school, you actually start learning shit, right? other than that, it was just like, okay.
I mean, I
learn.
learned how to shit when I was 5. I don't know how your experience went, but I mean, I
Yeah.
learned at a young
Well,
age.
well, besides the, you don't learn how to shit in like, in like in preschool. You learn how to, you learn how to potty train mentality.
You
But
learned how to what? You already learned how to
Wait,
potty train men?
well, when you're
What are we saying here? What's
so when I was a
I
kid,
am a
you
terrible
wouldn't
kid.
really learn a lot like information, right? You would learn the very basics, or like maybe a little bit more advanced. But I look now. Sometimes days I go visit my neighbor, and she's like, again, she's like 7 or 8.
you
I,
do.
I look at her homework. This kid is like
I'm gonna have
listening.
to report you for plagiarism.
This girl, she's like learning ratios. She's learning fractions, more like advanced fractions, and I'm like,
Second.
what? This is amazing.
Yeah, no.
I honestly feel that our over here education system, they're rushing our younger generation to learn more.
Where is over here?
Canada, Toronto.
Okay, so you're in Canada too. Okay,
Yeah.
so I am currently in the States. So, as it is,
Mhm.
there's a with both sides. I think in Canada you can, I don't want to say get away with certain things, but like in the United States, they do have those mandatory minimums, but Canada doesn't, and that's the difference. You don't have those mandatory minimums for certain things and for certain hours, because they've outlawed those. So they structured it differently,
Right.
so that you can, I don't want to say do what you need to, but basically exactly that. I don't know. I'm not wording this correctly. I need English, and it's not.
I kind of get it.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the structure of the educational system in Canada, although it's a lot better, it's less. I wouldn't say it's less political, but it's more educated and balanced. It's more charged in the sense that it has different biases, and I think both systems have their flaws in that sense, where the biases are still not worked out and still have a lot of work to do, and that's a failure that goes back probably about 2 generations.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
what the
Canada
heck is
probably goes
this?
back to 1860.
What was that, N7? Was that a
Hmm?
an Enderman? The hell was that?
Oh, different N7. Got it.
Oh, I'm back. We have 2 N7s. What's going on?
Yes, we have
Yeah,
N7.
The hell did I miss?
Tim
So-
is
Jeff, you're
Tim
back,
is
bro.
N7.
We've been talking Canadian hockey. We've been talking retro gaming. Bro, where have you been?
Is this Jeff?
Shit to do.
Yes, this is Jeff.
Okay, so Jeff, look, if you could do me a favor and look in the retro chat. I gave you a little glimpse of a couple of gems.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, if you can DM me, then we will figure out when the next show's gonna be, and
I need
when the
candles.
next shows, and we'll get you on.
All right,
And
as long as
I'll send
not
you some playlists. I'll tell you more about it. So if you
I'm,
send me a DM, I guess I can message you.
I
here.
work
guess I can-
full-time,
I can
so-
just add you here. So we
Yeah.
do the show on Sundays.
Sundays I have off unless the Bruins are playing.
So it's usually Sunday afternoon, but we'll schedule around the Bruins playing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you understand that. Yeah,
One torch? How do I make more torches?
as you dick?
Light a fire behind your ass. Stick a stick down there.
I was gonna do something. I was gonna say I mean, there was another way to do it. Also, like you grab a stick, you
Charcoal.
stick it in, and you let it rip. It'll light itself.
Oh, 21.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a really bad sense of humor
Why are there 2 N7s?
because I own N7 Esports.
Yeah, and then obviously Rudiggz' pal and our friend in the community, N7.
Oh. So there's no relation?
Nope.
No, surprisingly. It
Cool.
I
All right.
Aside for
I
a
just-
passion in Mass Effect with N7, and then
Is that where the N7 comes from?
Mass
I-
Effect for what I believe.
yeah, mine was because my first sponsor was BioWare.
Ah.
So both of you Mass Effect.
Where's Rudiggz? There's Rudiggz. Okay, hold on, Rudiggz. I gotta turn the laptop this way. And then I need to wait for the game. I need to wait.
I honestly wish I lived in an older generation.
There you go.
Nah,
In what capacity?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
nah. Future is where it's at.
The thing is, mate, grass is greener. This is how life works. Grass is greener. I mean, older generations, life's simpler, but it's also fucking harder, mate. Like the longer you go back, the harder and more grueling and
Hide
like
chat.
more fatal life is. And like, don't get me wrong, it's easier and simpler for more people now, but it's also corrupt in other ways, and it's messed up with all of these data leaks and celebrity fandom and anxiety of social
Right.
media. So like, grass is greener, bro. I know what you mean. I totally understand it, but
It just means, like,
100 years ago, sadly, isn't the solution.
I used to think, like, man, I wonder how it felt like playing the first, like, Game Boys or like the older Nintendo consoles,
How old are
all
you?
that.
You don't mind me asking.
I am 16.
Oh, you
Oh,
are
what?
a baby. Holy
Oh my
crap.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
so in terms of retro, of how
Oh
what
my
my oldest
God.
console it is,
What was
It would be-
your first console, bro?
my first console was the Wii.
Which
Oh
Wii?
my
First generation
God.
Wii, second generation.
First gen red as hell Wii.
The,
Jeff,
the
you stop
first
making
gen.
fun of me now.
I did
Can you
not.
please stop making fun of me now?
You can
Yes,
please.
making
yes,
fun
you are
of
no
him, Jeff,
longer
and
the
you can
baby
target-
Wilson.
You can target me anytime you want now.
Wow.
Because you know what?
Even
I'll
the other
take
N7 is
action.
laughing.
Is he actually? Let me
Yeah.
check chat.
Well,
Wait,
he's
can you
laughing
open
on
the
the Minecraft chat. LOL.
Oh my god, just say LOL. Yeah, so
Favorite digs.
Yeah.
I just posted my Be Real, and you're in the Be Real. I posted.
Oh, well, thank you.
We'll see if the Rudiggz say anything. See if she even
They
notices.
They might not follow you on Be Real, Jeff.
No, they're nice, polite, and they do follow me. Unlike other people who are biatches.
Who are biatches?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're pretty cool.
But
But-
he's talking about my partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the woman he loves that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. You know her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's not following
I'm
Jeff?
sensing some hostility.
A
Oh,
touch,
yeah.
A touch, my friend.
This community is,
It's only been 54 days of me asking.
This is about as hostile as a Canadian gets, though.
my second, actually no. Technically, the oldest console I held was. Actually, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. What came first, the Wii or the 2DS?
Oh.
The Wii.
The Wii? Okay, then never mind. Then Wii is the oldest
The
console I've
original
held.
DS came out the same time the Wii did.
Okay. Because I was gonna say the oldest thing I held was a DS, but again, dates. I'm not great with them.
So the original DS, and the reason I know this is because I have them all, and I got them when they came out, because I'm a sad soul, who just spent way too much time and money in video games. There are
Right chat here for that, mate. Don't
yeah,
worry.
you're in good company. Yeah.
I literally got my first bachelor's degree in video game program design, so like, yeah, I spent way too much money in gaming.
That's fun.
But
Do what you like.
My issue for it is, for gaming wise, the first generation Wii was amazing. Nintendo realized people were having too much fun, so they made the second generation Wii.
The Wii U.
No.
Oh, not the Wii?
That's a Wii U. I said the Wii.
Oh, sorry.
You can actually, now you can, not to get like critical on anyone, but you can actually see the pictures. So if you go to retro gaming, if you look at the last picture I posted, you can see the first and second generation Wii's there. The first generation Wii with vertical has the Wii symbol, the Wii written on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then the second generation Wii has the Wii meant to be horizontal. And so it's on the right side. That's how you can tell the difference between a first generation Wii and a second generation Wii.
What was the difference, can I ask?
The difference was the first generation Wii had GameCube ports and was moddable, where people could, do Super Smash Bros. Brawl Plus.
This
do,
is what you were saying about too much fun. You were having too much fun.
Yes.
First.
And so they basically said, "Oh, no, none of that. What is this? This is not allowed." And
only
so
we can be the good people on our platform. We can only make the good stuff. Come have a look at this new thing.
Yes. So basically, what happened was they closed it to the point where you couldn't do anything about it. You could not. You couldn't do any kind of thing with the game. You couldn't modify it. You couldn't use a GameCube controller. You could use a technically a Wavebird, but like it was very limited. And if they caught you doing it, they would brick your machine.
Oh my god.
Remote.
Yeah.
So like the old one, you can do the old modded games on, but the second generation Wii is basically just Wii Sports for grandmas.
Actually, hold on. Which one did you say was what was the difference between, in terms of like a vertical, horizontal? Which one was?
So the one with the name that's horizontal, basically like flat.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to have the console flat, not the one that you can have the console standing up and the name is readable.
Yeah.
You can see even if you look closely, you can even see the power button where it says power is you can read normally on that one. That's the first generation one. The second one, you have to like turn it on its side to read.
Oh, so the one that's vertical is the second gen.
The one that you have to turn on your head on your side.
You know what? I thought I did have first gen. Okay. Now Jeff can make even more fun of me. Okay.
So the first gen Wii came out in 2007 and 2006, sorry. Late 2006, but it was and it came out around the same time as the Nintendo DS, the original bulky heavy duty Nintendo DS.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That console broke people's minds. It was a great console, though, in my personal opinion. And I think that Nintendo did it a disservice by taking away the ability for second, like, obviously, Steam proved what second level creators can do for a platform. And Nintendo still to this day is just like, even though they've been proven wrong, it's just like, nope, we're sticking to our guns, even though we're wrong. Because Nintendo.
Yeah, you know what? How I played the Wii was probably much more different than how another person would play the Wii. See, we had a friend who would get us to who would be able to download us free games. So like, it would be like over 200 games, and we didn't say no, so I got the games I was choosing at like 5 years of age, and I picked them. So like, back when I had the Wii, because I don't have it anymore, it's sold. We got rid of it, right? Uh, but there was like a lot of games. I think if I could probably can find the list of the games.
I mean, go ahead. I mean, it would.
Yeah, let me find out.
How is Minecraft going, Rue? Because we've not heard a lot from you recently. I feel like I'm kind of hogging your stream a little, bro.
Oh no, it's fine. Just chilling and chatting. That's the whole point. Come on, me and N7. I mean, N7 is building a fantastic little bunker here. I mean, he's going above and
N7S
beyond.
versus N7A.
N7 Spectres. Sorry, I'm so used to calling N7 N7.
No, you're dude. You're fine. I'm letting them know so that they know it's not me.
Yeah, and I've just been mining and crafting, so I'm just getting to learn this game. So this is
Crafting Z mines.
literally the
Have you-
second hour of gameplay for me on Minecraft.
I saw you try and wall off that creeper like 2 minutes ago, bro. That was
Oh
scary.
my god, yeah, and then he straight up blew me up, and now I got one thing of health.
Oh my god.
that was-
Okay.
that was
Yeah.
savage.
I found it. What? This is not the entire list though, but I will continue either way. We have let's see here. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Animal Crossing, Animal Kingdom. I'm saying all the ones that would, would be familiar. Aliens in the Attic, Balloon Pop Band Hero. Apparently the Barbie games.
Those were
I mean,
actually not that bad, to be honest with you.
yeah.
The Barbie games actually were decent. The problem was, no one bought them.
Ah, 'cause
Exactly.
they were Barbie.
That they are, yeah, exactly. They are Barbie.
The people who wanted Barbies weren't buying games.
Yeah, exactly. Different
Kind of,
audience.
the market probably got a little bit confused there when they made that.
Yeah. I don't think because I remember I would play games like there was like a Monster High. Oh, there's the Avatar games, Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Bakugan, wow, what a
yeah,
throwback.
yeah. And if anyone's an anime fan, Bleach, Shattered Blade.
Bleach is underrated.
I would agree. I'm a major Bleach fan. Yep.
Never played it.
You've
Ah.
no, it's never mind. I'm gonna let that one slide.
Chuck E. Cheese, apparently part of the party games. Chicken Riots. And
Excuse me.
yeah, I you know what? I don't know. So, Clone Wars Republic Heroes. Club Penguin, the Wii
Yeah.
edition.
Love Penguin. My goodness.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Dance Revolution.
DDR.
PDR.
Party.
Okay.
There's many actually There's Dance Revolution Hots Party 2, Dance Revolution Hots Party 3, Dance Revolution 2, and Dancing with the Stars. Apparently, the ones that I picked were
Dancing with
Alice in the
Stars had a game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
The ones that I picked were apparently the Alice in Wonderland Active Life Extreme Challenge, the ABBA You Can Dance, the singer band, Cars 1 and 2 the games, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex, Black Ops, and World at War.
World at War
Apparent-
was a great game. Second to Halo.
Lo-Fi, what's going on, man? We're just chilling out in Discord here.
Hello, Lo-Fi.
We are playing Minecraft, but the version you cannot play. But actually, I'm just realizing what time it is, and N7 Spectres, I'm about to hop off here and finish my stream for the night. But I really super appreciate you coming in and making the home base that much better. Oh my gosh, you even kept my columns, which was nice of you. I know they don't fit the decor. But damn. I want to thank everybody else for coming on. The whole panel here. Jeff, N7, the other N7, a.k.a. Tim. And we got Death.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Yes, sir. Oh, we gotta we gotta chill with Nads next time. Get him in here. Thanks everybody.